Hello, today we are going to learn how to set up a drum set in my garage. This tutorial is going to take you step by step from setting up the drum throne and every piece of the drum set that you might have. And there's a lot. We'll be focusing on a standard 5-piece kit, which includes a kick drum, snare drum, a high tom, a medium tom, and a floor tom. If you're using a 4-piece kit, the only difference is that you'll have one less tom, making the setup even simpler. Your kit should include hi-hat cymbals, at least one crash cymbal, mounting hardware, and stands. I'll be setting up a typical configuration. However, if you're left-handed, you might consider mirroring this setup for better ergonomics. We'll go step by step through each component's placement and positioning. As we go, I'll point out some common mistakes to avoid, ensuring your setup is both functional and comfortable. Now, depending on the size of your kit, you will want a space between 20 to 30 square feet, or 2 to 3 square meters. First, prepare your setup area. If you're setting up on a hard surface, such as a garage floor, use a rug to prevent the drums from sliding. The drum throne, or seat, should be placed just to the left of the bottom center of the rug. I have my throne partially on the rug to allow space for my drums. Adjust the height of the throne so that your legs angle slightly downward from your hips. Next, place the snare drum directly in front of the throne to ensure you're facing forward, and adjust the height and angle for comfortable playing. You want to have a bit of an angle down from your elbows and to be able to strike the drum at a slight angle of your drumstick. Position your kick drum to the right, ensuring the spurs are on the rug, and angle it slightly to align with your right foot. Consider placing a pillow or blanket inside the kick drum for a deep heartbeat-like sound, which is common in many styles of music. Next, I will attach my kick pedal to my kick drum. Okay, all kick pedals have this system mounted on the hoop of the kick drum. And some of them have a wing nut that you can twist and loosen and tighten it. This one requires me to have a drum key. This will help me tighten the pedal onto the kick drum. So what you want to do here, slide it close. I lift the kick drum up so that I can get this part of the mount underneath. Then I slide it all the way forward until it stops. Once it's there, I tighten it up. So there you go. Now that the kick pedal is in place, place a hi-hat stand with the cymbals to the left of the snare drum, slightly angling the pedal to the left. But let's get the hi-hat cymbals on the stand first. Okay, hi-hat cymbals. We're going to put them on the hi-hat stand here. So the hi-hats are 2 cymbals. We have your bottom cymbal. What we're going to do is we're going to slide this right down this metal rod. By the way, this metal rod here goes up and down because the pedal moves it up and down like this. It's going to be moving the top cymbal, not the bottom. The bottom just sits right down here on this bottom pad. Put it upside down. The top hi-hat cymbal, this one's going to be going this way, right side up. I need this hi-hat clutch. Now all hi-hat clutches are pretty much the same. There are some variations to them, but they act the same. They come apart like this. Some of them have a twist off. This one has a pop off. They have these felts here. These 2 felts here, this is true for all cymbals. You want to have felts to protect the cymbals. So this comes apart here. So now I'll put this clutch on the top side of the cymbal, the bell here. Flip it upside down. Have my other felt right here. And then I have this to secure everything in place. Nice. Flip it back over. It's going to go straight down onto this rod. There we go. Now, what you can go ahead and do is separate the hi-hats roughly an inch, give or take, because you want it separated so that you got a nice sound like that. When positioning the hi-hat stand, ensure both the hi-hat and kick drum pedals are positioned so that your ankles are almost directly under your knees. Avoid placing them too far apart or too close together. Depending on the type of drum kit you have, your toms will either attach directly to a mounting system on the kick drum, or like in my setup, they may attach to a mounting system on the cymbal stands. These systems allow you to customize the position, height, and angle of the toms. After securing the toms, adjust their height to a comfortable level and angle them towards you so that they are easy to reach and play. Ensure no drums are directly touching each other, as this may cause damage. Next, position the floor tom to the right at a similar height to your snare drum, allowing space for your right leg to move freely. Okay, beautiful. We have the floor tom in. So for me, I like to have a good flow from my snare drum down my toms. The idea is for you to be able to reach things easily and comfortably. Cymbals need stands, so let's go over the proper way to mount them. Here's my stand here. They have this arm right here that you can adjust and put the angle of your cymbal the way that you want it. What I want to do first is make sure I have this, this is quite used, but this is a cymbal sleeve here, plastic cymbal sleeve, that protects the inside, that center hole of the cymbal. Then I put on my cymbal felt. Okay, crash cymbal goes on. Put on my other felt. And this here, now lots of cymbals and cymbal stands have twist top wing nut type you twist on. I happen to have these guys that pop on like this. There we go. If you have one crash cymbal that came with your kit, I suggest placing it to the left side, between your hi-hats and your first tom. Angle your crash cymbal toward you in order to strike it with your drumstick at a slight angle. If you have a second crash, you can position it to the right side of the kit. Avoid placing your cymbals too far away or at awkward angles. For a ride cymbal, a good spot is to the right of the floor tom. If you have boom stands, this will give you more options for cymbal placement. Once your kit is set up, double check that everything is within reach and feels comfortable. Sit tall and relaxed, but you can lean slightly forward for better pedal control. Make sure no part of the setup forces you to twist your body. Every cymbal and drum should be within easy reach with minimal effort. Feel free to adjust drum and cymbal placement and positioning as you go to suit your comfort and needs. Okay, so that's it. Here's my kit. If you have any questions, please let me know. See you next time.